redefining the sales and marketing with AI. The strategies which were present in an organization have become obsolete. So we have to look into as to what our next speaker has to talk to us. And I am absolutely going to be on point, keeping in mind the time because we are gearing up, as I said, for the finest afternoon, the promising one, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, focus all your attention onto Samir Bangia, who's coming up as General Manager, Emerging Business and Alliances from Samsung SDS. Samir, it's over to you there.
Hello, everyone. I am Samir Bangia, and I lead the Emerging Business and Alliances for Samsung SDS in the India market. First of all, I would like to thanks to ET for giving me the opportunity to present today, and thanks to all the participants as well for joining in. Today, I will be speaking about our company's AI solution. As most of you would be aware that AI is being utilized in various industries to solve different challenges. Even, when the pandemic struck last year, e-commerce and online grocery companies leverage AI extensively for efficient management of their supply chains and as well as customer deliveries. Even governments worldwide, are trying to predict, the next wave for the COVID. But let's just hope that, we don't see any other waves. We have already seen, the drastic effects of the wave 2. So today, I'll be talking about, more specific areas in sales and marketing where AI can be leveraged for better insights and therefore leading to better decision making. Let me start with, giving a brief introduction about Samsung SDS. It's an IT services arm of the Samsung Group. It was started in 1985 in Korea. And now, in last 35 years, it has grown to $9.3 billion in terms of revenue, with presence across 41 countries, with an employee strength of 23,500. In global ranking, we rank number 25th in IT service category as per Gartner. And also as per brand finance, we stand number 11 as per brand value. The company, has won many accolades, such as CIO 100 awards for 5 years in a row, along with IDG. Also, the platforms, which the company has developed in the area of AI, RPA, IoT, etc., are recognized, by Gartner in Magic Quadrants for their respective categories. Moving to the next slide, this is a brief snapshot of, what the services which the company is offering. We are broadly classified under, two areas: integrated IT services and as well as, BPO logistics, which we are providing to a diverse range of industries. Under IT services, first, we are providing an end-to-end services starting from consulting to designing solutions to implementation, managed services, and change management. Second, we have developed our own platforms in areas of AI, IoT, and RPA, etc. Utilizing which, we have developed solutions for various verticals in manufacturing, retail, BFSI, government, and etc. Third, all these applications, which are being developed can be hosted on an on-premise or as well as, on the cloud environment. So we have, our own data centers for which, we are hosting, and also we support public and private clouds and as well as, hybrid cloud environments. Under logistics, we provide end-to-end logistics services, covering the international, inland shipping, warehouse management, and local deliveries as well. Here, our focus is mostly on the 4PL services, including consulting and IT services. We generally tie up, with a third-party logistics for the actual movement of the goods from one location to the other. This slide, talks about, some of the concerns, or the challenges, which every organization is facing when they're talking about, digital transformation. First and the foremost is that the data is becoming more and more complex, and you have getting data from multiple sources in multiple formats, including structured as well as unstructured data. Also, in this over competitive world, how do we capture this data in real time so that it can be processed faster and we can stay ahead of the competition? I think this is the big challenge which all of us are facing. Second, once you have collected this data, what do you do with it? How do you apply AI? Will you get the right ROI? What business outcomes can you expect from here? Third, you're getting data for the same user from multiple sources, such as sales data, service data, data from social media or other digital medium. How do you create a single persona of the user? So this is again a very, very big challenge, on mapping all these into a single user persona. Fourth, the one and the very most important, once you have all these three, do you really have the capabilities? Do you have the inner resources to do these projects? Of course, this requires investment, huge investment. So we are here, Samsung SDS. We are here, and we can help you in all these areas of your journey for digital transformation. Moving next, this slide, showcases, the various use cases, through which we have helped our customers using the AI technology in the areas of manufacturing, customer service, security, and healthcare. But today, I'll be focusing more on the sales and marketing related use cases, which are highlighted on this slide. I have taken, few use cases in marketing for our discussion today, which are more relevant. However, there are many more which can be done. First use case is the marketing mix modeling. As a marketer, all of you are spending huge amounts of money in different areas of ATL, BTL, or other marketing activities. All of you know about the expense, but can you link it with the sales? What happens if you increase or decrease a particular marketing activity budget? Does it have any effect on the sales? Here, we apply AI models which help you to predict the ROI for each category, so that we can realign your budgets from where you're getting the better results. Also, we can help you with the saturation curve, which you can see on the bottom right over here. So this curve, helps you to predict, to plot. So whether if you increase a marketing in a particular medium, is it having any impact on the incremental sales? So this, once you know that curve is becoming flatter, you know that, in any increase in the spend further beyond this point is going to have no effect on the sales, so that you can realign your budgets in the areas where still you can expect incremental sales. All this results into better conversion of sales. Next use case is the sales forecast and the simulation. I think this is a classic use case which every business leader is dealing with every week and every day, on how do you accurately forecast at a SKU level in advance so that inventory is neither overstocked or understocked in the supplies. Because the challenges are there on both sides. If it is understocked, you lose out on sales or revenue. If it is overstocked, you have increased holding cost of inventory. So accurately predicting the SKU level forecast is a challenge. Just to get an idea of the number of SKUs, let me take an example of an electronics manufacturer. An electronic manufacturer typically has categories like a TV, mobile phone, refrigerator, etc. Within these categories, you have multiple products, and within these products, you have different variants of colors, sizes, etc. Easily reaching to hundreds of such SKUs. For an FMCG sector, the situation can be even worse. It can run into thousands easily. So here, we are applying AI models, not just on the historical sales data, but we also take into account other important elements like the festivals like Diwali, Dussehra, which are coming in. Any planned marketing activities which are there during this particular time. All these are taken into account, which help us to successfully achieve an 85 to 90% of an accuracy, and we have done it successfully already for some of our customers. Next use case is the big data and the CRM. So here we are all as we spoke about in the challenges slide, we're gathering data from multiple sources. So here what we try to do is that the data which is coming for the single user from different sources like sales, service, social media, and other digital fronts, we try to map all this data and integrate it to a single user persona. Based on this, we can create different segments of the customer. Now, where it can be of help, let's take an example. If you're planning to launch a new product or a service, so you can help to identify which is the right target segment for this particular new product or service. Not just that, it can help you to also identify and tell you what is the right medium to reach to this customer. Is it online? Is it email? Is it SMS or any other medium? And it can also help you to personalize the messaging so that you are approaching the customer with the right message which can help you for a better conversion. Next use case is on image audit of the store visibility elements. As a marketer, we are giving a lot of marketing materials such as glow signs, fixtures, posters, etc. for display to retailers for branding purpose at their outlets. And you're paying to the retailers for the same. How do you monitor whether retailers are displaying it correctly or not? Physically, it is practically impossible to monitor these stores every day and day out. A simple solution here can be done. You can provide an application, mobile app to the promoter who's visiting these retail outlets every day. He can click the pictures when he visits and upload them to the server. These images, can run into tens of thousands easily per day. So manual checking of these images is again impossible. With the AI and deep learning technique, these images can be analyzed, whether the company logo is there on the top or not, whether poster fixtures, are broken or intact, or any other branding guidelines are being followed by the retailer or not. And accordingly, you can adjust the payments for each of every retailer. The last use case, for today's discussion is the web behavior analysis. So this here, we're trying to analyze the customer behavior to provide us inputs for aligning of content on the digital mediums like our website, display ads, or social media, or any other medium. So objective over here is to have a better call to action and conversion timing. So you can see some examples on the bottom over here, on how we can have a better click-through content, how we can alter the scroll length of the content to have a better conversion, or also how we can add better buttons so that we can have a click-through behavior, which is leading to a better conversion, sales conversion. Lastly, to implement all of these use cases, we have our own platform, which is called Brightix AI. It's a big data platform in real sense, which supports more than 140 plus algorithms across machine learning, deep learning, speech recognition, natural language, etc. It is built on Hadoop architecture and can help you process data around 20 times faster than the other available platforms in the industry. And this is of really big use. It's very easy to use because it has a graphical user interface through which the data scientists can design the model very quickly and do a better turnaround, leading to a faster decision making. Also, our platform is recognized by both Gartner and Forrester, the industry leading the analyst, in both of their magic quadrants for data science and machine learning platform. In the end, I would like to sum up that Samsung SDS can help you end to end on your journey for digital transformation. I hope some of these use cases would have been relevant for you, and you would have found the session interesting. My contact details are listed on the screen, and I look forward for a further discussion in more detailed conversation after the event with you. Thank you once again, and I wish you all of you stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
Samir, thank you very much for sharing your perspectives. We are almost towards the last leg of our summit per se. So while I'll be just back and get along the speaker for the closing keynote address, right now you can just take some quick few seconds to visit the Cloud Era Automation Anywhere and the Tenable exhibits. Make sure when you visit them, please do fill in those feedback forms. Remember about the Amazon gift vouchers, right? So I want many of you to win it, right? So still let that competitive spirit be on, be right on point. I'll be right back.